barley. It's exclusive to Kinross. So Kinross is the cellar door for 5 different vineyards. So they're a little bit special if you get them. As we're coming through the valley here, can you see these big turbines in the middle of the paddocks? Any idea what those turbines are for? Am I being a bit tough with my questions now? No, they're not that electricity. They're frost fans. Frost fans. So we get heavy frost through the valley here, and when the forecast shows that it's going to be a completely windless night, they'll turn the frost fans on to stir up the air through the valley. For the vineyards throughout central Otago that don't get frost fans, they do pay for helicopters to fly backwards and forwards over their grapes just to stir up the air. It costs about $3,000 an hour
지고
to fly a helicopter backwards and forwards over your vineyard.
그왜
Some areas cannot have frost fans, so they are the ones that have to utilise helicopters. I went to a very lovely vineyard yesterday over in Pisa, and it's Domaine Thompson. Absolutely stunning vineyard. They are high elevation up on the Pisa Ranges, and they aren't allowed frost fans. They're too high, so it impedes on the flight path of the rescue helicopters up on the mountainside of Pisa doing rescues. So they are not allowed frost fans. So they unfortunately pay quite a fair amount. Sorry, we're getting pushed around a bit here. That wind has kicked up as promised. It's forecasted to go force winds overnight. So don't leave anything hanging outside. It won't be here in the morning. So Gibson Valley Winery was the original winery, the original vineyard that started. So Ella just holiday home. Gibson Valley Winery is on our left. So as we come up over the rise here, they've got their accommodation. They've got accommodation there. They've got a couple of restaurants, and it was over the back behind the cheesery is the cave. These grapes here, just on our left as we came up over the rise there, they are the original grapes planted in 1985, 86, 87, and that's where it all began with Alan Brady. So we're just going to come around the bends here a little bit, and on our right will be AJ Hackett Bungee Bridge. Is anyone bungee? Are we going to bungee? No. Oh, I'm seeing Adam knows. Where's your sense of adventure? Bungee is great. So there's bungee over to our right. We're just crossing over the Carwell River. So this is the river that feeds out from the Whakaturu and heads on down, meets up with the Clutha River and heads on out to the Clyde Dam and then further on out to the sea at Oamaru. On our left over the river side is Shard Farm. Fertilisation is one of the big fertilisation is one of the big things that a lot of the vineyards do. I'd say there's some serious. I'm seeing all the livestock are now sitting down, even horses, buttoning it down, ready for an overnight fast. reindeer.
โอ้
They've buttoned
Yum,
down
yum,
as well. They're all settled
May
down for the
Wan.
night. Even the rabbits are out
Yum,
early.
yum,
They're
May Wan.
getting in some food before the weather turns. So a good way to work out what's going on with the weather patterns. Look at the clouds. See the colour of these clouds? These cirrus clouds. And these. It'll rain overnight. Central Otago and Queenstown in particular. Interesting place. We don't actually get a lot of daytime rain. We get a lot of nighttime rain, but not a lot of daytime rain. Oh, it's fantastic when you ride motorcycles. I'm not on the motorbike today. I'm on the car. I'll use the motorbike tomorrow though. If the wind is eased off, I'll use the motorbike tomorrow. So we just come out of Gibston Valley, we're heading into Lake Hayes. On our right hand side is the Crown Range. This is the roadway that takes us up over to Wanaka. It runs between two mountain ranges, between the Pisa Ranges and Cardrona Ranges, or Cardrona, Mount Cardrona. Little fun fact, you might want to remember this, the first tour of guests that came over the Crown Range from Wanaka to Queenstown was in 1887. So it's been a tourist town since the 1800s. So 1887 was the first horse and cart with paying guests coming over the Crown Range. You'd be amazed at the stupid pieces of information that I haven't made yet. My boyfriend Mark is a historian. He loves history. And he reads up about something will catch his attention and he'll read up on it, and then he has to tell me all about it, and somehow it sticks in my brain. It is the highest elevation state highway in New Zealand. You guys can absolutely pour it on with your tour guide when you head over there with remarkables. Bit of feedback coming back through the speaker system. Sorry about that, Tate. That's actually the Wi-Fi connecting. There'll be a bit of interference thanks to these white heavy clouds, cumulus clouds. Has anyone seen the New Zealand TV series Under the Vines? Worth a watch. If you're a fan of New Zealand actors, the beautiful Rebecca Gibney features in it. She's a very talented lady, very talented lady. The reason I mention it is that her adversary, actually, in the TV series, had a big property as a wine maker, and in the TV series, one of the properties up here is used as their home, overlooking the beautiful Lake Hayes. So looking over to our right, that mountain up there with snow on it, that is Coronet Peak. That is the oldest ski field in the district, as I said this morning. It's closed for the season. Not nearly as much snow up there this year as predicted. And so they didn't close on time. Yeah, it's still open because they hours to spare and you've got transport out this way or you want to catch a bus, go out to Lake Hayes and do a walk around Lake Hayes. It takes about 2.5 hours to walk around it. It's a super lovely walk, and if it's calm weather, the lake is fully reflective. Just a little bit further there. So if anyone who's into trail riding, we have over 6,000 kilometres of mountain bike trails throughout Queenstown. They are superb, they are well maintained and looked after. You can hire e-bikes all over the place and do some cycling. You can head out to Arrowtown and hire an e-bike and cycle into Gippsland Valley and do some day drinking, and then they pick you up. Have a couple of stops. So one is the Church Saladora Cafe, that's one end stop, and the other is Mount Rosa. It's a wonderful way to spend a day cycling and taking in the beautiful wines from central Otago. On our hard
就其实好像是这一道
Queenstown Country Club. That's the retirement place of the wealthy Queenstowners.
还有一个招牌
Queenstown was basically settled with Europeans that settled here were gold miners and sheep farmers. But further into the 20th century, those that moved into the district were a lot of outdoor adventure people. So some of the world's finest mountaineers, kayakers, skiers, hikers, rock climbers, they've all settled here in Tahuna and Queenstown. They have access to all those activities.
我们去看
The
了
people
冰
that
山
live
冰
at the
川
country club are really
牛奶
fit
湖
people. They'll go bush in the middle of winter, go up, hike up
大
to
峡
the
谷
huts, snap
他
at
昨
the
天
huts,
那一天去看的峡
deep
湾
with snow, up there with the fire going.
瀑布
Very, very beautiful. They also play pickleball. They have 2 pickleball teams. And they play 3 mornings a week here in Queenstown. It's always very funny to go and watch them play. Because when you have change of seasons, you have new people coming into the district to work for season. And they tend to put their teams together for pickleball. And they get all excited when they see them playing against the people from the Queenstown Country Club, the QCC as they're called. And it's good fun to go and watch because these oldies, average age 75, play pickleball, absolutely annihilate these 30-somethings that come into the district to work for the season. Great bunch of people at the country club. I stayed a week when I first came down to Queenstown. Beautiful bunch of people, but they weren't happy with me with my car and my motorcycle. I just wasn't the right fit for them. I was too bogan, I think, too bogan. Okay, so we're just coming into Frankton. Frankton is our industrial, commercial and shopping centres. It's where the regulars, where the locals come. We do all our things here. We've got your building suppliers. We've got 2 big building suppliers and everything suppliers.
他们的大型超市跟那个卖场都在这
We
里
also have a Pack and Save, which is a New Zealand supermarket.
我是 all
We
day
have a Woolworths and we have a Woolworths and a New World. We have a Kmart. We have the Warehouse, which is a New Zealand equivalent
Kmart.
of Kmart. Right, welcome to the evening traffic. Good old Frankton traffic. Yeah, yep. Another one. So they're just in the throes of building a new one. Yeah. That's where we go.
我 supermarket
If you're in town, there is a supermarket in town. There's actually 3 in town. 3 supermarkets in town. There's a 4 Square and there's a First Choice fresh choice, I should say, and an organic.
我那天就想说来这里，好大间哦。
So Frankton was named after William Rees's wife. So William Rees was the first European to settle here in Tahuna, Queenstown. He came with his wife Frances, known as Frankie, and they became sheep farmers. So they settled here in the early 1800s. Now what they used to do is they would travel out from the centre of Queenstown. So who did I pick up at the station building? It was you guys, eh? Picked you up at the station building? Yeah, this morning. And I picked you up at the station building the other day.
Oh, the other day, yeah.
Yep, so the station building is named as such because that's where the original Rees family homestead was. So that was the station accommodation. And they used to come out here on a Sunday afternoon on horse and cart, and they would sit under a really large old kauri tree. So a kauri tree is a New Zealand native tree. They grow really big. They grow up to 150 feet tall. They live to 600, 700, 800 years. And there was a kauri tree here. They used to come out on a Sunday, horse and cart, sit under the tree and have a picnic. Once a month everyone had to come, all the shepherds and their wives and partners and children and cooks and cleaners and you name it, everybody had to come out and sit under the big old kauri tree. And there was a minister who would come from Dunedin who would do their church services once a month. On our left is the event centre. This is where we have all our indoor sports stuff happening and concerts happen there. It's a big old place. There's also an international cricket pitch over there. And on the other side of the cricket pitch is the
排
international
好像是排球，
So for those of you that flew in, that's where you want to come in. It's our famous Frankton roundabout. Oh, I can't wait for this to be finished. They're doing really well. They've only been working on this for about 9 months. So they're getting somewhere. They're definitely getting somewhere. They're going to have specific lanes going that way towards the Remarkables to help ease up all the traffic. There'll be double lanes heading down into town. Here's our Oling Bowl. We've got a McDonald's in town, very small McDonald's. Here's the main McDonald's. I'm sure you're all keen to know where the big McDonald's is. Come and play in the playground. I don't think anyone has a playground. Do they do playgrounds anymore? Old McDonald's?
嗯，
We used
到
to
了
be。traumatised by that. It was scary. So as we come down the Frankton Hill, on our left is the marina. This is all very new. It's all owned by one particular man. He's an American. He came in and he bought up everything.
回来了，回来了。
And he built that incredible new marina. And he's combined all the facilities. So the shark attack in town, 2 of the jet boat companies, the Queenstown water taxis, the private charter. He's bought that all up and he's absolutely turning into a massive big thing.
好了，拜拜哦，因为要下车。
We got back just a little bit earlier, team, because I think we're going to get you in before the weather hits.
可是这好漂亮。
So that's perfect.